Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by Cybervenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Andy. I'm the Managing Consultant for Cybervenger. Today we're doing another deep dive into the 110 controls of the NIST 800-171 standard. This standard helps protect controlled unclassified information. If you have no idea what that is, you want to check out our video on the NIST 800-171. It talks all about how you need to do the standard in order to do business with Department of Defense and other federal departments. So if we look down here, our control of the day is 3.14.1. And it says rather plainly that you need to identify, report, and correct system flaws in a timely manner. So, I mean, it's pretty basic, right? If you find out there's a problem in your system, maybe Windows has got some patch that needs to be patched, or perhaps there's a bug with, I don't know, maybe you're running Exchange, there's a big flaw that's being exploited. It basically wants you to pay attention to the general security landscape and take action when you find out that there's a flaw that applies to you. So if you look over here again, it says organizations identify systems that are affected by announced software and firmware flaws, including potential vulnerabilities resulting from these flaws, and to report this information to designated personnel with information security responsibilities. It goes on, it talks about the CWE, CVEs, the common vulnerability exposure database. It's a good idea to get on some kind of regular mailing list for cybersecurity. NIST has one. There's a bunch of organizations out there that'll send you news about all the latest CVEs and other critical vulnerabilities that are out there, both ones that are being exploited and ones that are not yet being exploited but could be. It's good to stay kind of abreast of the news, right? Keep up on the news and then translate that information that you gain in the news into an action plan to protect your network. You should have someone who's genuinely available of what's in your environment, who can properly interpret what the news means, what the ramifications of that are. And we've talked a lot of times about doing vulnerability assessments for your organization. This sort of ties into it, but this is more of your day-to-day, faster response, kind of regular thing. You should be up on that sort of stuff in order to be up on this kind of requirement. So you need to have regular patches, of course. I mean, if you know that there's a vulnerability, if it's been published, but you don't take action on it, you're not fulfilling this requirement. And this is really just basic cybersecurity 101. This is cybersecurity hygiene. This isn't anything particularly fancy. So this is a very good control, in my opinion. It's clear, it makes sense, it's something that's genuinely needed. This is not security theater or anything like that at all. So a common way to address this would be to have like a third-party vendor who does security for a living. That's all they do. They're constantly digging through the news. They're constantly staying up on vendors, and they're getting alerts from their vendors. You can get on a mailing list for security issues, things like that, and then they take that knowledge and then apply it across all their customers at once, so they kind of stay up on that sort of thing. That's sort of our pitch, what we do at Cybervenger with our health and safety program for our customers, when we maintain their patches and the security logs and that kind of thing. That's sort of the thing we do. That's the benefit, right? We're in the industry. We're familiar with what's going on. If there's a big bug out there, we're going to know about it, and we're going to be able to take action for you right away. So obviously, this is a general video, and I don't want to overpitch us, but there's plenty of companies that do that sort of thing. That's kind of the value of a managed service provider in general, but particularly one that's security focused. And not everybody is. I have known managed service companies that will patch and show a report, look, we're patching, and they don't think about what the vulnerability actually means. Not every vulnerability is solved by a patch. Sometimes you need to reconfigure your systems to do things in a different way. Like maybe you want to force it not to use an older version of TLS. That's a really common example, is that Windows supports TLS 1.0 and 1.1 on the box. Even if it doesn't do it by default, it still supports that. Something could be talking that, and you don't want that. That's a vulnerable encryption standard that could be broken. So you'd have to recognize that the implications therein of that vulnerability when it comes out, and be able to apply it to your organization and be able to remediate the organization. So this goes back to having an organization that is properly managed, meaning you could apply these changes. You're aware of things, you're aware of what those things mean, and you have the capacity to apply a policy to address those things. That's management in a nutshell, and that's what you need for this particular control. So not that complex, not that much to deep dive into. I think you get the idea. And that's all I got for 3.14.1, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.